nightmare. They've sent too many people through now.
The car crash that is Chessington car park starts the day off with a bang. Well, would you want to be queuing in this later? But don't worry, we can keep good markings on the floor here, guys. Keep your 2 meters. Good morning from Chessington World of Adventures, and that was the new queue entrance there. Fortunately, we got here early today, so we won't be in that, but no markings on the floor, is there? It's really wide. I guess they're just relying on people to be quite sensible, to be honest. I'm not sure how well that's going to pan out. We're heading to Vampire first.
Whoa.
There's the queue right there. And we're going to get in it. We're going to get in it now, aren't we? I noticed as well, I told they would filled in the gaps that around the edges, Kurt. So you can't see the Gruffalo's head at the top now. I believe they've done it on Room of the Broom as well.
Yeah, this is Gruffalo.
We need to run for
So, take a pick, people. Which one do you think's the vampire one? So this is the vampire queue. Yeah, we hope so.
Oh,
Is this the vampire?
yeah.
Okay.
See?
We're getting it.
Well, they hope so, they're not sure.
So, I mean, you know, Chessington done a sterling job here.
Amazing.
Sterling job.
Put us in the queue line.
Yeah, they should have said us go in the queue line. And wait in the queue.
I mean, at least we're distance from everyone. Welcome in Chessington, Kurt.
Yeah. Not very good.
You went to Legoland last week, didn't you?
Yeah.
And how was it?
Quite busy, but we didn't have too many problems.
Better than this?
Yeah, it was definitely better.
It just seems to be Fort Park and Chessington are really, really
there was
struggling.
nothing like this that happened.
No.
I'll tell you that.
Fort Park and Chessington are really, really struggling to get the grips with what's going on. And I just can't understand why they can't get the grips with it. Like, baffled. Baffled, Kurt.
Queue should just be open.
Smells like hex, you said?
Yeah, it
does, doesn't it?
A lot.
Smells very hexy. You still working?
Yeah.
Isn't it? Hot dog. Hot dog. So, welcome to Chessington World of Adventures. I feel we've done sort of a brief welcome. It was quite a seamless entry, actually. I can't be in agreement of their new sort of car crash parking lot queue line with no distancing. I can't be, and of course the vampire there, you know, we've literally just filmed people confused about where they're standing. You know, if you're going to open the gates of the park, you've got to be ready for these people to come down there, haven't you? That's the bottom line. But that said, I'm in a better mood now because we've been on Vampire and it was really good. I love Vampire, and the station still looks amazing and everything's still working. And when we get off the queue was where we started, right outside the gate, only the whole thing was full. So actually, happy days. Happy days, Kurt. We happy with that?
Yeah,
Positive thinking today. The only other thing I'm going to say on it now, regardless of what happens today, is I have no idea. I have no idea why Alton Towers and Legoland are so far above Legoland in Fort Park and how they do things. I don't get it. Now we just read a. What did I say?
You said a Legoland are above
Oh
Legoland
yeah.
at Fort Park.
Legoland and Alton Towers are far above. Alton Towers actually really highly above what they're producing from here and at Fort Park. So, you know, I just don't understand the mass difference. And we just read that Scorpion Express is closed all day, but it's actually open. So maybe we should we head down Scorpion? Another coaster, I think. I think we'll head down Scorpion. Well, considering it's supposed to be closed all day, I don't know whether that means it was closed yesterday, perhaps? Perhaps? Maybe they haven't updated it. Can't find the little piggies. Let's see the pigs out. No offence, Cobb, wasn't looking at you. Savage. Savage, Cod. Was that a bit savage for your walking? Was it? Stand behind the yellow line.
Yeah.
Stand behind it.
Yeah, you have to.
You have to stand behind the yellow line. You know why? You know why? You know why?
Because of Corona.
Huh?
Because of Corona.
Well, no, it's not really that, is it? It's more of a safety aspect.
These ones are.
Well, these ones are, yeah. Looking a bit faded, but yeah, they are. Let's do some scorpion. You reckon we're going to get wet today? What? We're not going to get up here fast enough to see whether or not it's spraying. Is he spraying? Ooh. That was a cracking journey there on the Scorpion Express. Walk on the old Scorpion, which is great. We're going to come over here now and have a little go on Toon Blaster. We're kind of making our way around the back end of the park. We used to go the other way, but I think to get on Vampire these days, with everything that's going on, this is probably the best way of coming. See the river rafts over there? I'll take you on board some Vampire.
Outside world, I can control everything in this town.
They're not even on our own thing.
They're not supposed to be anymore. Good old rainforest. It's actually starting to grow up a little bit here now, actually. Now grass is coming in. We're trying to appreciate people. Look at that, look. I wonder if we'll see the capybaras. What do we think? I wonder if we'll see the capybaras. So yeah, we did Scorpion Express first. That was really good. Really good, actually. Love doing Scorpion Express, and you know, I've said it before, this whole Mack Classic coaster, I do think is better now than what it was as a runaway train. Shoot me in the comments, I know you will, but I have been visiting Chessington since a time where I think I can have an opinion on that. I've ridden them all in all their forms and carnations, if you will. Toon Blaster there, as you can see, it's advertised at 60 minutes now. However, to be fair, we were, what, 25 minutes? Yeah. We were 25 minutes, and the queue's probably shorter than what we were. We sat on a train, the whole train had just been sanitised, so we've got like a sticky wet bum going on. Everything was really slimy, but it's great to see that they've cleaned it all. Great to see it cleaned it all. Jungle Ranger's there, it's being sprayed down. You can see the gent spraying it down, which is why there's no one on it. So ride cleaning looks like it's every couple of hours now rather than every 30 minutes. It does help with the queues, but it makes it even more important that you're using sanitizer. And you can see in here, look, there's three, I don't know if you can see, there's 3 Dragon's Fury trains there, which means it's not running at a particularly good capacity.
Well, it's 5 last time.
Normally there's slightly more in there, but we're going to venture down to Land of the Tiger. To be fair, it's only 11:15. It's Bank Holiday Saturday today. Now, yeah, I know, August Bank Holiday. Look at the weather. Weather's absolute garbage. However, it's quieter than I thought it'd be. Quieter than I thought it would be, to be honest. And you know, we've done Vampire, we've done Scorpion Express, we've done Toon Blaster by 11:15. I think that's pretty impressive. Yeah. Oh, that's pretty impressive. You wouldn't argue with that, would you? Now we're going to wander over to Tiger Rock. It's not the nicest of weathers today, so we're kind of hoping that we'll be able to get straight on it. That's kind of the plan, isn't it? You know, a quiet Chessington day is always a good Chessington day, and you know, a bad weather day is usually a good Chessington day as well. So that's what we're banking on. The park at the moment are encouraging people to come later in the day to miss the early morning rush. Hence why they've got the car park set out the way they've got the car park set out. Not for us. We actually think it's better to get here early. Now we have read a few reports, Kurt's read a few reports as well, that, you know, when you arrive at sort of 4 or 5 o'clock, if it's been raining all day, you can pretty much walk on everything in 2 hours.
Yeah.
Which would be, yeah, which was what people have been saying over the last couple of days with the bad weather. It's actually supposed to be all right. It's not supposed to rain now, so I think it will probably pick up at lunchtime, like they anticipate it will do, and probably be busier till 7 o'clock when the park shuts tonight. This is in dire need, look, of a little bit of love. This hasn't fared the weather at all well.
It's getting worse, I mean.
Yeah, it's probably getting worse. Now, Toon Blast, obviously you may have saw briefly in the background, there's a separate construction video for those that are interested. The drop tower for next year, crop drop, it looks like it's going to be called. It's coming along really, really nicely, but
Replaced it under there, didn't they?
you know, yeah, you've really got to do something with the area as a whole. The whole Forbidden Kingdom area is a little bit worn. So I'm really hoping, bearing in mind they spent a year doing this, a year doing the ride, that they do actually spend the close season, you know, tighten up the outside of Toon Blast, so the queue area and everything as well, because it really desperately needs it, Now it looks like this has just gone for a cleaning cycle. It's advertised as closed. We're gonna have a quick look around there and see how busy the queue is, and we'll go from there. It doesn't actually look like it's opened yet. So we'll see how far back the queue goes. If it carries on going, we're heading the wild, into the Age of the Wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this feels horrible.
Huh?
So this hill is horrible.
You hate this hill. He absolutely hates walking up here. I have to say it's not the best, but it looks quite a long queue.
Yeah.
You feeling a long queue?
No.
Not feeling a long queue for the water ride today, so we'll head on to Wild Age and I think we'll see what we can find there. I don't know whether or not this was an 11 o'clock opening. I thought it may be shut for a cleaning cycle, but there's no one in the queue line, so I'm guessing it hasn't actually opened yet, so it might just be a slightly late opening ride. Safari just opened at 11, had a 90-minute queue. I'm assuming they've got no quicker way of getting people on there yet, so we will be skipping that today. We're doing some more rides though. Even though we're expecting to get busy, we'd like to get on 6 or 7 rides. Well, heading into Wild Asia, I didn't actually realise Monkey Swinger was closed. Now, funnily enough, they have actually put dividers up here, which weren't here last time. You can see where stupid people have put things through them, fingers by looks of things. But actually, it looks like they've got a problem with the Monkey Swinger quite late in August. And I'll tell you, very rarely see it like this. Wow. Wow, it's been brought down. So this is how they do maintenance on the ride and take it. They can just lower it down and get everything off on it. It's pretty safe to say it's not opening today. Pretty safe to say it's not opening today. And of course, this is probably one of the park's oldest rides. This wasn't new when it came to Beano Land, and that was in year 2000. So I'm guessing whatever the problem is quite major. But it's not hot, so we don't want to get sprayed today. It's all in pieces, all in absolute pieces. But yeah, don't very often see it in this state. Very, very rarely get to see it in this state. So it's a nice change, Kurt. I will say, Cody has just pointed out it's got little eyes at the top and it looks like a little mouth, even though you can't ever see that. Isn't that strange? Isn't that strange?
Guess it looks a little bit better when it's down.
Yeah, love that. Just as we pass Dragon's Fury, we'll say they put up fence posts, fence panels, which is quite good here for good old Dragon's Fury. So obviously now, as we get a bit later in the day, it is getting busier, 100% getting busier here at Chessington for Bank Holiday weekend, where we felt it was quite quiet over the other side of the park, didn't we?
Yeah. That's what, a 2-hour queue?
It's a long old queue.
It took an hour.
It's a long old queue.
Inside the gate, and that is quite far out the gate.
Yeah, it is. But yeah, getting busier here at Chessington. We're going to skip Wild Asia for a moment. Cobra's on an 80-minute queue. Apparently that Dragon's Fury is only 70 minutes.
I don't believe that.
Obviously Monkey Swing is shut, and then Tuk Tuk Terminal's going all around the back. And funny enough, where they put like fence posts in there, they haven't done it at the back of Tuk Tuk Terminal, which is a bit random.
No.
It's a little bit random. So we are heading now, and we're going to get something to eat, and then we're going to review the queue situation. But as you can see, It's starting to pick up here a bit, Chessington. Which is good for them, but might not be quite so good for us. So since we last came down Trail of the Kings, this has actually changed directional route. You used to come back the other way. For those that are unaware as to why it changed due to obviously the rides being open. How does that make the change, do you ask? Well, of course, Vampire's disabled queue is just over there. And then the disabled people would have to come all the way around here, all the way through here to join the queue, which is pretty much by the other exit. So that's the reason why it was changed round. Still doesn't particularly feel very kingly down here. We've seen the lions are out. That's it.
That's about the thing.
And yeah.
And the gorillas.
Yeah, they're up there. There he is up there. We're guessing the gorillas will be out as well, but it's just not, it just feels a bit empty down here. Really empty. Really empty. I used to love seeing the tigers over here. I know now they've got the Amma tigers, obviously the Sumatran ones. Didn't really have a home, but we never see these wild dogs. It's such a big enclosure for wild dogs. I'd like to see like a pack of something. Maybe some, I'd even take some wolves, to be honest. Yeah, maybe more of them. So actually, after going in Trail of the Kings there, from that gate is a 10-minute queue to the gorillas, and it's rammed, it's full, Kurt.
Yep.
Fortunately, this nice gentleman from Chessington came along and we gave the option to leave, and I think they're now going to manage the gate. I wasn't expecting a queue to see the gorillas. So we've come up here to see the sea lions instead. A little wander up, see the old sea lions are loving life over here. Let's have a little looky. There they are, look. I don't think there's any shows on at the moment. Showless.
They normally have the Showtime board across the top.
Yeah. There they are. They were down the window just a minute ago, but we missed them because we weren't paying attention. Weren't paying attention. So the idea was we went and had a look around the zoo, but I think to have a look around the bottom bit, we're going to have to walk right the way around to Zufari.
Yeah.
Okay. 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 Now, Ruben Broom is back open, look, and we've got some fence panels dividing people, which is great. Reminds me of that maze, Kurt, down at Southport. Doesn't it? That's what it reminds me of.
The fence maze.
Now, I do hear the queues for this are absolute car crash. So we'll have a quick look on the way past.
Said it was full of it,
Did say it was full. We know they fixed some of the signs here as well, look. So we have a new sign and a room on the broom sign next to it. So there we go, look at the new signage. And there it is, open, ready to roll. Don't know how many people go in there. Feels a bit quiet around here. So we want to head into the zoo. It is still an exit only we can see down there, so we're going to have to walk all the way back around to Zufari, and then we'll go around the Zufari Zoo. Sounds a plan, doesn't it?
Racking in some money.
So it'd be interesting to see exactly how much fast track they're selling now. I still think it's absolutely disgusting when everything's on reduced that they are selling fast track. I can't sugarcoat that. I don't think it's right to do so. As you saw there, we got attacked by the goat. The goat attacked the GoPro, Kurt.
Yeah.
What are you calling it?
A GoPro.
He's calling it a GoPro attack. Can't ask for anything better than that, can you? Got a rattlesnake. Obviously, the last one we went on these was at Pleasurewood Hills in Marble Madness. What one do you think's the best?
This is better theming.
Better theming on this one. What one do you think's the best? This one or Marble Madness?
Marble Madness.
You prefer Marble Madness?
Yeah.
Why do you prefer Marble Madness?
More comfortable. I don't know why.
More comfortable. Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, this does not work for me. They
this
don't
one
wipe
I've
it.
got, I
They're
think.
literally spraying that bar sanitizer to set me around.
Yeah, a lot of sanitizer going on that.
It doesn't make it work.
There's a lot of sanitizer going on that.
That doesn't get me on the phone.
So Cody actually prefers Marble Madness. He said it was more comfortable than Rattlesnake. I probably agree with him actually. I think it is more comfortable. The only good thing about this is the theming, which I still think needs a little bit of work. Exterior on the work. Actually doesn't look too bad when you're inside, but on the exterior, yeah, it probably does. They are on a cleaning cycle there. As Kurt's just pointing out, we are just spraying it now. Not so much wiping it down. But it's getting sterilised. Gives you a nice sticky feeling, doesn't it? A sticky feeling, Kurt.
Yeah.
So yeah, a bit Bit cross there on which ride's better. I'm going to sit on the fence. I'm going to sit on the fence. Both same ride. Different scenery. Different scenery, Cod.
Back to front too.
Back to front as well, mirrored. Let's not forget they're mirrored. Mirrored ride. Right, we're still going around. We are making our way around to Safari just to see what the queue's like with that. If not, we're going to walk through the animals, and we need to make a decision because it is quite busy here at Chessington World of Adventures. Now, Safari is advertised at 90 minutes, and I can believe that from when we stood in it last time, but it is good to see again. We have got fence panels up. So, you know, they are trying to, you know, it was all a bit car crash last time, in honesty. So they are obviously listening to feedback and doing it, which is good to see. It is a bit mixed here, it is a bit mixed here. But yeah, no, it's great to see that. But 90-minute queue, we're not queuing for Safari today, I'm afraid. It's a real shame, but we just can't do it. You know, we'll try and have a look at one of the trucks. Be interested if they put any plastic up like Disney have. I don't know what you'd see. I don't know what you'd see. But of course, flamingos, we should be able to see from here. Flamingos, do not touch that wire. This is how close I am to getting electrocuted.
I wonder if it actually works. Whether let them touch it.
I'm going to say it does.
Yeah, I agree.
So it doesn't look like the flamingos are out. We can see a truck coming along. Let's see how many people it's got on it. They have put screens up. Well. So last time we recommended, based on what Disney had done, that they put screens up. And Disney, funnily enough, have put like plastic bags up and people complain they haven't seen. They look really good quality, don't they?
Yeah, they are.
So why is there a 90-minute queue for it?
People just being excessive.
Well, it might be a bit of an excessive queue. That is brilliant. That is a brilliant move by Chessington. I have to say, I'm super impressed by that. Super impressed by that. I'm really impressed, actually. So we always debate about coming round here because it's not an overly distant area, but oh, honestly, look at this, look.
And it's very quiet.
Yeah, it's quite quiet up here. Oh, giraffes are all out. They're all chilling. It's not raining. They're loving life.
All the way up there.
And we've got zebras. God, we never get to see the zebras in the field, do we?
No, not really.
They're never out. Oh, I love it. I don't know who's over here. No one's over here today. They're literally all out in the field. So we've got all 5 giraffes over there. Look, they've stopped the truck to have a look, so he's having a little nose. See if he wants to go over. See if he wants a snack, Kurt. See if they've got some snacks. And it's the zebras. Bit ostrich over the back, look, as well.
Actually, one lying down. That's why
Yeah.
over.
Oh, it's brilliant. Love it.
Imagine being
Only just.
It's like a ride, isn't it? You sit back to the whole ride.
First time on Jungle Rangers, Kurt.
Yeah.
Jungle Rangers. Jungle Rangers. Your first time as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's meant to be that colour.
The blue.
Yeah. So we got some fence panels up here, which is good. And here's out into the rainforest. Look, it actually feels like you leave the rainforest, come in. And this is so well marked out here. What happened to the rest of the park? So well marked out. Yeah, it's like a little road. It's like they copied Legoland. Like someone's gone down there, and I still love, I know we haven't walked through yet, but the murals on it, I just absolutely adore it. I think it looks so good. So good. Oh.
Yeah, we can't.
No, we're not going anywhere. We're not going anywhere yet. It looks so good. So the boys actually haven't been on the Jungle Rangers ride yet, or the log flume for that matter. But we're not going to do the log flume today, because I know how wet you get on that log flume. And it's very wet. Very wet indeed. Very wet.
See the Cappies.
Yeah.
Cappies.
Cappies, that's what you want to see in it?
Yeah.
We're only going on to see the Cappies.
Yes.
I've no idea what the fence ends though. You want to see Capybaras?
Yeah.
They better be out. They better be out.
Hello, Ranger. Take the wheel. You're off on an adventure through the rainforests of the world to spot some of the animals that call the rainforest their home. Be sure to press the button in your car that matches the creature when you see it. Here we go. First up is the toucan with its really large yellow beak. Did you press that button? We have to be really quiet so as not to disturb that beautiful panther. Let's go. Look at that beautiful baby elephant.
It's a bit late, isn't it?
Don't be afraid. The snake you see is actually very friendly and won't harm you.
Well, there we go, Jungle Rangers. The sounds weren't working very well last time I come on here, but they are now. Kurt?
Yeah, good.
We saw the capybaras. I swear they used to have 3, so...
Where are the
Is
other
there meant
ones?
to be sand around that elephant?
I have no idea what's supposed to be
I
around
was
there.
like, they did have 5, and then they have 3, and now they cut down to 2.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. We need more capybaras. Oh, it's definitely busy down here, isn't it, Kurt? Down old Vamps.
Yeah,
tad on the old bizet side. There's the queue there. The queue's coming out the gate. 80 minutes. Hashtag Chessington. 80 minutes. That's a long old queue, isn't it? Jungle Rangers then, that was Jungle Rangers done. We are in a completely different part of the park now because we went and got some ice cream, didn't we? Yeah. A lovely bit of Ben and Jerry's, open quite late, but it opened. It opened, didn't it? Yeah. So Jungle Rangers, first time the boys have been on Jungle Rangers, they enjoyed it. It has a bit of a painful queue, wasn't it? Yeah. Had a breakdown due to a guest incident. Not really sure what that was. And then of course it stopped for cleaning as well, which is fine. It was only about half hour, to be honest. Yeah. It's not too bad, is it? Nah. Park is really busy though. Yeah. Park is really, really busy. Just for those that haven't watched the construction, there's still absolutely nothing in there. Nothing in there whatsoever. Vampire queue there at capacity. And the problem is that they're advertising it digitally as capacity at the sign. There's no staff members stopping people, so it's an ever queuing sort of situation. I mean, don't get me wrong, can't see we'd ever get in that. No. So long, can't see us ever getting in that.
How long do you reckon it'll take?
Oh, it says 80 minutes, but with fast track now, I'm not convinced. I think that might be longer. We are going to have a little wander up round again to Tiger Rock, which was shut earlier. But other than that, it's got a bit busy, innit? Might have to think about calling it a day. Everyone else on the fifth, isn't it? So guessing it's quite a fresh breakdown here at Monkey Swinger because the cars weren't disconnected earlier and now the chains have been disconnected and they're working on the ride. So yeah, all the maintenance efforts seem to be on this. I certainly don't think it was scheduled by any means, but yeah, a lot of effort going on. A lot of people there working on it. I think when this one does go wrong, it does go wrong in spectacular style. Got a map?
Oh.
Whoa, whoa, you nearly dropped that then.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Looking good. Aren't many maps around this year, to be honest with you. Chessington World Adventures Resort Cod, how was it?
Good. Very good.
It was alright, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was alright. So it's 2 o'clock now. 2 o'clock, which means we've actually been here 5 hours. And in those 5 hours, we've managed 5 rides. And I was going to, obviously, you know, Vampire first before it opened. You know, Toon Blaster was quite a long queue afterwards. Scorpion Express was pretty much walk on, although wasn't by the time we got off. And of course you got on Jungle Rangers for the first time.
Yeah.
So you got to see the Capybaras.
Yeah, but they
Still
only
don't like
have
that.
two.
Well, they've only seemed to have 2 in there. And you know, I still don't like the fact the only way you can see them, bearing in mind they're his favourite animals, is to go on the Jungle Rangers ride, which took half an hour, mainly due to a breakdown and a cleaning schedule.
Yep.
But yeah, you know, it's what it is. So positives today. Positives today, because we know we come to Chessington quite a lot. They did check our pre-book. I'll check your temperature. They checked our pre-book this morning, which I was shocked by. It's the first time I think they've ever checked our pre-book on us coming. On top of that, it was quite a seamless entry. I mean, don't get me wrong, that queuing area over there, you know, there's absolutely no markings on the floor. There's no way in God's green earth I would want to be in that zigzag pattern. It's really, really peculiar, to be honest with you. And I'm a bit surprised they've gone down that route with it. You know, everything else was laid out quite nicely. You know, the opening part of this vlog was obviously a little bit of a disaster. You know, the problem is, if they're going to open the park, they've got to be ready to accept guests. And you know, down in Vampire and Gruffalo, people were trying to queue as much as they could. And it was just really difficult to do anything. Wasn't it? Just, we didn't know who was queuing where. Everyone was piled on top of each other. You know, they're like, well, hang on, hotel guests can come in, but you can't. And yeah, you know.
Even in normal times, that would have been a disaster.
Even in normal times, that would be a disaster.
let
alone during social distancing times, where quite honestly, you know, the staff were just walking by, just looking at the situation and doing nothing about it. And you know, when the management team comes down and says, well, you know, you can go in the fast track for hotel guests, the rest of you need to join the queue. And it's just really confusing. And obviously, you know, you can see from when we put the video on, you know, people's reaction around us. We don't know who these people are. They've just turned to us asking, what queue am I in? And I was like, I don't know. And is that, I mean, you know,
It's kind of ridiculous.
I can't. Yeah, I can't on that one. I can't on that one. So it was a bit of a disaster. But once we were in the Vampire, actually, again, much like the Alton Towers scenario, once we were inside there, everything was fine.
Yeah.
Generally, all the queue lines were fine. We had no real issues, did we?
No.
No, so generally it was all fine once you get in there, but it is just, you know, people need directing, and everyone was heading to the Vampire because that's the ride they wanted to ride first thing.
But I think they accidentally got in the Gruffalo queue.
And then some people got in the Gruffalo queue by accident, and of course they opened the fast track because that was what was letting the hotel guests in, but there were too many hotel guests for the fast track. So yeah, it wasn't great. It wasn't a great opening to the park. It's nice that the whole park's open, you can walk through it, but if you're expecting guests to arrive at your busiest ride, which is arguably the Vampire, you've got to be sorted and ready to open. And there's just no excuse for this crowding. It's just no excuse. We've worn our masks all day today apart from coming out because of that reason. But queue lines are fine. Once it's open and once people are directed, you tend to find actually people are a lot better than what perhaps they were. Perhaps they were. Now then, on top of that, you know, these lines on the floor, they're non-existent in many rides now. You know, the Toon Blaster queue, you just can't see them. So yeah, they need to do just a little bit more. But, and I will give them massive praise. You know, quite a lot of feedback we gave, you know, on the vlog. Not necessarily to the park. We did speak to a couple of people, not necessarily to the park. Was, you know, the Gruffalo was first to get them. I think it is this one. I've lost now. Gruffalo was first to get them in the separators, so they're plastic separators. A lot of them now have fence panels, and a lot of them have the plastic separators. And of course, Safari has got proper perspex sheets between it, so it's now running pretty much full capacity, to be honest with you. So that is a real plus, a real benefit, which, you know, we didn't have last time. So really happy with that. You know, it is busy. Is it over busy? I don't know. Didn't feel too bad today. I actually, you know, we'll say it, it didn't feel overly bad today. It's definitely felt worse in the park, but there's still a lot of people around. Rides are running really well generally. We weren't aware that Monkey Swinger was closed, but it looks like it's got a serious problem. So, you know, on the scheme of things, what can you say? What can you say? But Chessington, World of Adventures. You know it's our favourite park. It is our favourite park. If anyone from Chessington watches this and always goes that we moan, or you guys go we always moan, we just want the absolute best for the park. Again, mass credit to them. Zufari, great idea. It's really about time they did that. So really pleased that that's, you know, at a much better capacity. And on top of that, a lot of the queue lines have also been redone. Chessington World of Adventures, August. Hopefully it starts quieting down now. This is bank holiday. Hopefully it starts quieting down. I hope you've enjoyed it. There's been some positives, there's been some negatives. It's the usual day at Chessington World of Adventures. We'll see you next time.